You amazing, beautiful people. Welcome back to another first time anime reaction video. So, this new anime has come out and a bunch of people are messaging me. They're saying this anime is like free rent. This anime is all sweet and all wholesome and it's beautifully animated. And Luke, we think you would like it. And I was like, alright, well, let's give it a watch then. I've been away for like a little bit on and off over the last couple of weeks because I've had a few things to do, had a wedding to go to, had some other things I need to organize. I'm actually going to be away again coming up. A lot of busy stuff going on at the moment because it's kind of hard to catch weekly anime, but I'm doing my best. So that's why we're live streaming this bad boy, alright? Links to all the good stuff is in the description. Make sure you like and you subscribe if you want more anime reactions. And yeah, also support this reaction if you want me to continue this series. If I see you guys are interested in it, I'm happy to continue it. Also, if I like it as well. So without more talking from me, let's jump into my first episode reaction to Witch Hat Atelier. Atelier? Let's go. Atelier? Atelier. Let's go. Look at what volume's like, by the way, in comparison to me. Do I sound okay?
スポーツ選手は生まれた時からスポーツ選手？宇宙飛行士やアイドルは？魔法使いは？
Already like the voice acting. And the opening. It reminds me a lot of, that was really nicely done. It does already remind me of Freehand, but it kind of reminds me of the Harry Potter thing as well. Also, I recommend that anyone watching this should be following on the Discord because you'll get regular updates about when and where we're streaming, what we're streaming, things like that.
あ、ごめんね汚して。お洗濯もう終わるから。
Huh. God, this is a really...
何回見ても綺麗。すごいな。魔法。
really nicely animated start. The eyes, the hair, the background.
いいな。魔法使いに生まれた人は。
Sounds really good. The birds.
空飛ぶマントになれ。待ってダメそういう飛ぶじゃないの
I don't really like... This is a interesting reaction here. Because I don't really know what to say. I have like no major thing to sort of say. Does that make sense? Like, I'm kind of just watching. And I like it when I get these kind of reactions, when I'm just like kind of sucked in, kind of just watching, immerse myself in the world. And it reminds me of like a Studio Ghibli movie already in terms of it's like a imagination style, like with this house, with the sheets, with the her sitting on the roof, the talking of magic. I don't know why, but it gives me that kind of energy. I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, I'm really enjoying the beauty of the opening here. This feels like an animation team that love this. That love to like work on this. Especially her. She looks incredibly animated. The way she walks. Look at her feet here. Look at her just moving on these stairs. It's unbelievably realistic.
ごめんなさい気づかなくて。
大丈夫。僕こそごめんね。ドアの前にいて。
あらちょっと信じられない。これより見て。これハリアン編みのレース。あらすごい。城下町じゃあっという間に品切れだったのに。お客様羽馬車に乗ってきたんだ。
いや、僕は違うよ。
ねえ仕立て屋さん、こういうレース他にもある？
はい、ただいま。ココ、いるなら手伝って。
黄色の布が欲しいんですが。
So it's just a complete coincidence that this guy's happened to walk in and he's got massive main character energy, big time. Big time. He looks like Gojo and the guy from Gintama and pretty much any short-haired, white-haired dude from any anime ever. Probably implies that he's gonna just be able to whoop ass. He just coincidentally walked in here the same way the Pegasus carriage women walked in here as well. Like, just completely coincidental time. Coco? That's Coco?
私採寸できます。
遊ぶ気じゃないでしょうね。
大丈夫、見るだけ。
Got the eye animation, so good. It kind of reminds me of Apothecary a little bit. Gosh, it is scarily... Was this that technique when they mocap it and then animate over it? Or did they fully animate this? It looks so crisp.
この村にこんな素敵な職人がいたとはね。これこそ魔法だ。
Rotoscoping looks uncanny. This is purely animated. Doesn't this just look freaking beautiful though? The quality is insane. We'll just jump straight back into Trope Town.
本当に魔法が好きなんだね。どうしてか聞いてもいい？
This is something I've spoken about before as well, quite recently actually, and that is the heightened emotions, which you see in anime all the time, right? Well, not all anime, like an incredible anime won't usually have these kind of reactions, but they'll be like, hey, did you bring the shoes in? It rained last night. It rained last night! No! Like that, you know, just massive exaggeration. Tanjiro's voice actor? Is it? The hand movement animation is what I find nuts. It looked incredible. Is that Tanjiro? Gosh, I love the storytelling thing here. That's really good. And the way the book comes down and like that, how that tied in with the opening too. This is unbelievably good. That's the one from Free Ren. Or Demon Slayer? Why do I recognize that voice?
今なら杖のおまけ付き。
それで
This looks insane. This is such a gorgeous series. Even the soundtrack's really good.
無理よ。ここ魔法の力を持って生まれた人じゃないと。ここが踏むと道が光るよ。じゃあお家に帰るまで光り続けていたらここにも魔法が使えるかもね。
Aw, bless her.
それ以来なんとなく見るのが好きっていうか諦めきれないっていうか。
その時のことをもう少し詳しく。
Well, that seems bad. I'm sure everything is fine. Same studio that did Zom 100. I've heard Zom 100 is very well animated, but I haven't seen it. It looks like movie quality. It absolutely does. After Animalize 2, which is easy. The cinematic is actually brilliant. Bug Films. I have never heard of Bug Films. So Bug Films did Zom 100. Gosh, man, they are amazing. Is he was the dude sitting on it, right?
大丈夫？
ここそこに頭ぶつけたらひっくり返って。
まあ、なんてことなの？
Well,
うちの羽場がこんなお父様に借りたのに。
村の子供たちがとんだ失礼を。
I always find it really funny in like, because they do this in Harry Potter as well, and people put their hands on the kids' heads and go like that, because I've never really understood why, so I always just find it funny.
トレードマークを忘れてましたね。
He's a witch. He's a witch. Burn him.
魔法使いのキーフリーと申します。
直せるの？
任せてください。ただ屋外ではちょっと。
うちの店の作業場を使ってください。ここ。
Oh gosh.
いいでしょう、お母さん。だって本物の魔法使いだよ。
Gosh, the facial freaking expressions are so good. And the way the book comes in and opens up and tells the story. I love this. I love the way they've told the story here. Look at the freaking feet. Look at the way they move. They have put so much effort into this. Male witch should be a witcher.
待って、大きな声出すなよ。泣いて。
No one's supposed to be going in. That was your one job, and yet you're the one opening the window. Hat.
なん なんだよつまんねえの。ほんとほんと。
This is part of the magic, maybe. I don't know, never mind. Oh, she went up to the roof. There is a part of me that kind of wonders if it is literally going to be fake and she's about to like uncover it, or if she's about to just see some fucking awesome magic.
やっぱりダメ。いや、どうしても見たい。でもダメ。
Ha! Have they taken the entire carriage into this workshop then?
書いてる。ペンで。じゃああれは杖じゃない。魔法は。
Oh, shit. So in this world, also perfect pause, magic isn't like cast, like a abracadabra. It's drawn or written. Ah,
書けるんじゃなくて
what an interesting concept.
書くんだ。
Kind of like the dude from Sentenced to be a Hero in a way, like the tablet.
終わったよ。ここ？
お疲れ様です。
Ha! She had to fight so many people. People were trying to get in there. She took on everybody.
母さん、少し安心したよ。
I thought you want to talk to the witch dude a
魔
little bit
法
more.
が大好きなあんたが魔法使いと一緒に行きたい。病気で死んでしまって、その上ここにまで出て行かれたら。
She just cuts to her just running off down the
言わない
path.
よ。お母さんを一人になんてできないもん。
Goodbye, Mom. I love you. Bye. Just running away.
ありがとう。
I feel like that just happened really quickly. Like, he was talking about she was talking about some random witch person she met down some dodgy alleyway who made her feet lie or whatever. And he seemed curious about that. My guess is he wanted to ask more questions about her, and then he just leaves without asking any more questions? Why? You'd think he'd want to ask some questions. I wonder what her mother was going to say. That seems a bit suspicious.
魔法使い。
In movies, TV shows, or any kind of entertainment, my friends, when someone turns around and says, hey, by the way, I wanted to tell you something. You know, I'll tell you later. They die.
と一緒に行きたいなんて。
Rip. It's game over for the mother now.
魔法の杖だったんだ。
Also, she might actually possess magic then. What all the ink is in it? Does she? God, the drawing! This anime is gorgeous. Is this going to be a story where we follow a character who doesn't have magic? You know, similar to another anime. Maybe we're following a character who doesn't have any abilities, power, or anything in this world, but wants to. And we're following their story. Or are we about to discover she does? Considering how great her cutting was, you'd think her circle would be better.
なんだダメか。
God, look at this. Look at the reflections in her eyes. She has the ability to use magic. She seems a little bit happy.
バレちゃ怒られるかな。でももう一回。
Do you reckon she's about to do something a little bit suspicious and get his attention? Like some kind of huge explosion? My guy's just sleeping in the forest. There's this boom in the distance. He's like a plume of smoke. And he's like, fuck she do? Just turns around. Bugs me too, bro. Bugs me as well.
火の魔法だった。ダメダメ燃えちゃダメ。あとはそろそろ書いてたのに。そうだ。
Jesus, that one looks insane. Tracing.
思った通りお手本を透かして上からなぞるとできた
Bro, this... It's like the freaking BFG, man.
書いた。何の魔法を書いた。
わからない絵本の模様をなぞっただけで
Maybe get the fuck away from the house.
逃げて そんなお母さんお母さん
The soundtrack is absolutely incredible. And what the hell, man? That really sounded like Tanjiro. Big time. Big time it did. What the fuck? This changed massively. Unbelievably quick, by the way. And that scene, him coming in, him grabbing her, like, behind her, out the window, jumping into the air. You saw a pattern on the bottom of his shoes as well. I'm guessing that's what gives him the ability to fly. He's drawn, like, a magic symbol on the bottom of his shoes. He did the same thing with the fire in the forest to keep him warm. So it seems like you can, maybe if you really craft something neat, you can fly. Maybe that's what he's done here. Maybe he has to redraw it as well. But maybe magic isn't just drawing, because he said you drew magic. So maybe there's more to it as well. The soundtrack is fantastic. That scene was fucking insane. Beautifully animated and terrifying.
こうならないために隠されていた。
やめて記憶を消されたら誰がお母さんを助けるの
残念だけど、もしその絵本が彼らのものであるとしたら追えなくなる。この子の記憶を消し去れば道は途絶えてしまう。どんな本だったか覚えてるんだね。
その魔法陣が分かればお母さんを助けられるの
助けられるかもしれない。
I really hope he's not lying, because there's a part of me that does kind of think he is. Like, it seems like he just, I don't know. He wants to find this person. Whoever it was that gave her that book in the first place. He wants to find them. That's who he's thinking of right now. And I'm kind of worried a little bit. He said that's a you problem. My guy was literally just like, oh, you know, you want to save your mother. Actually, you know what? He's a raging asshole. Her mother was literally taken from her. His plan was to erase her memories and just leave her. So she would just, like, her memories would come back. She'd just see a woman frozen in ice and be like, that's strange. And just, like, crack on with nothing. Like, a bit of an asshole. He said there's a chance. He's not promising anything. Yes, he said there's a chance. So, is there a chance? Or is he lying about there being a chance? I'm not saying he's saying it's guaranteed, but he might be lying about there even being a chance. I don't know if I trust him.
いやこれから魔法使いになるんだ。
This is an exceptionally strong episode. It was technically all her fault, even if it was accidental. Yeah, but it doesn't really matter, does it? That's the thing, it doesn't matter if it was her fault. Like, yeah, it was her fault, but who cares? Like she got given a book, she just drew from the book, and I mean, I don't know. I guess it's a good question. Is he giving her false hope, or does he actually think it's possible? The former, in my opinion, is always a dick move. Time will tell what lies. Yeah, I agree. I have to say, I don't understand how this isn't more popular. That is an incredibly strong first episode. It did everything I wanted to do. So, I think the reason... So let me just compare this to another anime, like Sentenced to be a Hero. Sentenced to be a Hero had an incredibly strong first episode, right? But then it kind of fell off in terms of popularity, despite it being a very strong series. And in my opinion, that is because even though Sentenced to be a Hero has a cool story and a cool world and amazing animation, it's something we've seen a lot before, right? We've all seen it a lot before. We've all kind of seen that kind of trope and story and like that hero with the power and whatever. We've all kind of seen it a little bit in one way or another. And I think it was too familiar for a lot of people, and that's why they were like, I've seen 6 anime like this, I don't need to see another one, right? And that's what I think. With Witch Hat, with this start, even though we've seen, you know, ones where there's like tragedy, the only ones I've ever seen that have tragedy are usually brilliant. They're usually brilliant. It came at a bad time. It did. There's no real big anime out at the moment though. Like ReZero's out, but ReZero's not like massive. I mean, it is technically really big, right? Like ReZero and Slime, Tensura, they're both big, but they're also not that big. They're not like Jujutsu Kaisen, Free Ren big, where they're just gonna dominate the like anime thing, right? They're not. But however, there is loads out. That's the thing. Oh, Sentence came out at a bad time. That's what they meant. Yeah, you're right. Sentence did come out at a bad time. The only thing is there is a lot out at the moment. So any anime that comes out may necessarily not be competing with big boys, but it will be competing with like 50 other anime. So it takes a lot for something to shine this season in particular. But any anime I've seen that has tragedy of that regard in the first episode usually sets itself up to be something pretty fantastic. And that is exactly what we saw here. It set itself up to be something pretty cool. The ending, very dark, and came out of nowhere. Kind of actually ReZero-esque. It did literally just come out of nowhere. It felt so happy and innocent, just a nice story. Then all of a sudden tragedy strikes so brutally and quickly, and that tragedy just spirals into more, where she accidentally does these spells, you're kind of captivated by it, then he just comes out of nowhere, saves her from this explosion of like ice crystals or something, and blasts into the sky with his freaking flying cymbal shoes. And then when he's up there, you then see her mother like just get taken by this thing. She jumps, it looks like she's gonna hit the ground. Again, tragedy. And when he saves her, he didn't really save her. Because of what she did, he was immediately gonna wipe her memory, which straight away makes me think this guy is gonna be a dick. I don't have good hopes for him at all. I think he's going to be a dick, and I think he's lying. That's my immediate prediction here. Because his answer to this was, I don't give a fuck if your mother's just been killed. You can kiss my ass. Your mother is dead. I'm wiping your memory. Bye. That was his response. He was like, had no intention of saving the mother. He did not care. He was like, yeah, whatever, your mother's dead, whatever. Boo-hoo. We ain't going to save her. And then he was like, and I'm going to have to wipe your memory. So you're not only never going to remember your mother, but you're never going to remember anything else, and your hope of saving her is gone, so screw you. And like, it was just unbelievably brutal. And then the only reason he cared about it was him going like, oh, we might be able to find the rest of the books. Okay, yeah, we can save your mother. Yeah, we can definitely. I think there's a chance. There's maybe a little chance we can actually. Yeah. You want to help me? Cool. So yeah. Luke just immediately thinks he's bad without giving him any thoughts. Don't start doing what loads of people do in every fucking anime I watch, man. When a character acts like a dick, behaves like a dick, and I call them a dick, and then people who know the future and who know the next episode or know the manga or the story, and they know this character ends up being cool, and they just turn around and they go like, Luke not giving his character a chance, Luke not this, Luke not that. That character right now, dick. That was not acting like a dick. What do you mean? It's just like in Harry Potter, they erase the Muggles' memories, even if they learn magic, they can't speak. What are you on about? Man who saved the girl was a dick? He saved the girl, then was immediately gonna wipe out her memory, gave her no sympathy, kindness, or anything about her mother. Like, not even like, my bad, like nothing. No conversation. Zilch. What do you mean? Man, are people just this cold these days? Everyone thinks he's harsh. Everyone's like, he saved the girl, bro. Magic is a secret, bro. So of course he's gonna wipe her stupid ass child brain. Zap. That's what you get for learning magic. There you go. Of course he's gonna do that. Psh, how can Luke not understand that magic is the secret and screw that little girl and her mother? Alright. I apologize, guys. I apologize. I guess you're all cold, heartless sons of bitches. I apologize. I didn't realize it was that kind of bar I walked into. Okay, maybe I was just feeling a little bit bad that this girl just watched her mother die. She has no one else in her life and was about to have her memories wiped, and all hope of any kind of rescue was being taken away from her, and we saw her desperate cries fall on deaf ears. Maybe I felt a little bit bad for her. I apologize for feeling bad. Screw her. She should have known better for reading that book that she was given, had no idea how it worked or anything about it. You're right. Anyway, rant aside, that was amazing. Very strong first episode. Beautifully animated. Arguably one of the strongest animated episodes I have seen all season, including anime like Free Ren and Jujutsu Kaisen. That was gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And my heck, that was captivating. And I gotta watch the next episode. I can see why this has had the hype it has. I want to watch episode 2. I want to watch episode 2.